The ground shakes as distant thunder rolls and a small group freezes mid-step. Eyes scan the open land, knowing predators listen, waiting for weakness or mistakes. There are no roads, no walls, only choices that decide who survives today. This story explores how humans lived before. Cities and roads changed everything forever. We will follow real survival decisions shaped by land, weather, animals, and human limits. Every tool, movement, and risk came from learning hard lessons without written rules. By staying inside their moments, we understand why simple choices meant life itself. Morning begins with movement because staying still invites hunger, cold, or unseen danger. Without paths, groups read grass shadows and wind to choose safer directions ahead. They travel light, carrying stone tools, shared knowledge, and memories of past losses. Water decides everything, forcing daily, planning around rivers, springs, or seasonal pools nearby. When water disappears, families move together, protecting children while watching horizons. Carefully, constantly. Fire is guarded like life itself because creating sparks again can take hours. At night, flames push back darkness, animals, and fear pressing close around them. Food is never guaranteed, so days revolve around tracking, gathering, and sharing carefully. Hunting succeeds only through teamwork, patience, and reading animal behavior correctly over time. Bad hunt means hunger tomorrow, teaching restraint instead of reckless chasing alone. Plants provide steady calories, but knowing safe leaves separates wisdom from tragedy daily. Elders guide choices, sharing memory because experience keeps groups alive through long seasons. Shelter changes with seasons, using branches, hides, or stone to block weather outside. Nothing is permanent, so homes are built to leave quickly without regret behind. Danger comes quietly from sickness, injuries, or conflicts with neighboring groups sometimes nearby. There are no leaders by title, only trust earned through repeated survival success. Decisions happen fast, debated briefly because hesitation can cost lives during sudden moments. Children learn by watching, copying movements, and feeling consequences immediately. Together daily there. Play becomes practice, preparing young bodies for endurance, balance, and awareness early on. Weather dictates moods, and movement as storms reshape plans. Without warning, suddenly, often. Cold nights teach closeness, cooperation, and the value of shared warmth. Together inside. Across generations, survival improves slowly, built from countless small adjustments over time, carefully. Before cities and roads, humanity endured by adapting daily to unforgiving landscapes alone. Morning light reveals tracks pressed into soil, telling stories of animals passed hours earlier. Hunters crouch, touching ground gently, reading direction, speed, and size with practiced calm. Every footprint matters because wasting energy today risks starvation. Tomorrow without mercy. They move slowly, avoiding noise, using hand signals learned through years of shared survival. Wind direction decides approach, since scent alone can end a hunt instantly. When prey appears, hearts race, but patience controls, hands gripping stone, weapons tightly. A successful strike brings relief, followed by gratitude, not celebration or wasted movement. Meat is divided carefully because fairness keeps trust strong within the group always. Bones, skin, and sinew are saved, knowing nothing useful should be wasted. After eating, attention shifts quickly because predators follow. Blood and opportunity closely. The group moves camp before night, carrying fire embers protected inside bark bundles. Choosing camp locations balances safety, water access, and escape routes nearby. High ground offers vision, but exposure brings cold winds and lightning danger. Low ground hides warmth, yet risks flooding or surprise attacks during darkness. Every place holds trade-offs, forcing constant judgment without maps or measurements. When injuries happen, treatment relies on plants, pressure, and rest when possible. Healing is slow, reminding everyone how fragile life feels without modern medicine. Stories are shared at night, not for comfort alone, but for teaching lessons. Mistakes become warnings retold so younger listeners avoid repeating deadly errors. Laughter exists to easing tension and strengthening bonds needed during hardship. Conflict inside groups threatens survival, so cooperation is enforced by necessity. Those who refuse sharing soon find themselves alone, a dangerous fate here. Seasonal changes force longer journeys, following animals or ripening plants carefully. Familiar landmarks guide movement like hills, trees, or strange rock shapes. Memory replaces maps, turning landscapes into living stories carried by minds. As numbers grow, camps split, preventing resource strain and internal conflict. These separations hurt emotionally, but protect everyone from hunger later. Over thousands of days, patterns form, shaping how humans think and act. Adaptation becomes instinct, passed down quietly through observation and habit. This is how survival felt moment by moment before roads simplified movement. As seasons pass, knowledge grows, sharpening instincts and reducing deadly mistakes gradually over time. Groups learn which valleys flood, which paths freeze, and which shelters truly last. Fire becomes more controlled, allowing cooking that softens food and protects teeth. Cooked meals save energy, helping bodies survive longer journeys and colder nights. Tool-making improves slowly, shaping stones for cutting, scraping, and precise hunting strikes. Better tools mean cleaner kills, faster processing, and less risk from predators. Clothing evolves, using hides stitched with bone needles for warmth and movement. Covered skin reduces injury, sun damage, and heat loss during travel. Social bonds deepen because survival now depends on shared effort more than strength. Care for the injured increases, keeping knowledge alive instead of losing it. Pregnant women receive protection, ensuring future generations continue despite harsh conditions. Birth remains dangerous, yet shared experience improves chances for mothers and infants. Children stay near adults longer, learning complex skills through observation and imitation. Play becomes structured. Practice teaching, throwing accuracy, balance, and quiet movement. Communication improves using gestures, sounds, and shared meanings built over time. Clear signals prevent accidents during hunts and warn others of sudden danger. Trading between groups begins, exchanging tools, food, or knowledge peacefully. Sometimes these meetings reduce conflict, creating early networks across wide territories. Paths start forming naturally, worn by repeated footsteps over generations. They are not roads, but memories etched into land by survival. Familiar routes increase safety, guiding movement during stress or low visibility. Weather still controls everything, but prediction improves through observation and experience. Cloud shapes animal behavior, and wind changes signal coming storms reliably. Preparation replaces panic, allowing camps to move before danger arrives. Spiritual thinking emerges quietly, seeking meaning behind uncontrollable forces. Rituals offer comfort, helping minds cope with loss and uncertainty. Burials appear, showing respect and strengthening emotional bonds among survivors. Loss hurts deeply, but shared grief reinforces commitment to the group. Over time, humans feel less lost, yet still dependent on land. This balance sets the stage for future changes that will reshape everything. As knowledge spreads, survival feels steadier. Though danger never truly disappears completely, groups plan farther ahead, thinking in seasons instead of single desperate days. Food storage begins, using pits, hides, and cool ground to reduce waste. Stored food allows brief pauses, giving time for tool repair and learning. Settling longer in one place changes relationships with land and resources. Familiar areas become territories defended through warning signals rather than constant fighting. Repeated use shapes landscapes, clearing brush and improving access to water. These small changes quietly mark the beginning of human environmental influence. Children grow up knowing specific valleys, rivers, and hills as home. Attachment to place strengthens identity shaping. Early cultural differences between groups. Cooperation between families becomes formal with shared responsibilities and expectations. Rules emerge naturally, discouraging theft, violence, or dangerous selfish behavior. Breaking trust now carries serious consequences, including exclusion from shared resources. Leadership becomes situational, guided by experience rather than physical dominance. Skilled hunters lead hunts while healers guide care and recovery. Decision-making improves, blending caution with opportunity during uncertain moments. Longer stays allow shelters to strengthen, using stone, wood, and layered hides. Better shelters reduce weather deaths, especially among children and elders. Fireplaces become central, anchoring social life and nighttime learning. Storytelling grows richer, passing complex lessons across generations reliably. Knowledge now survives individuals existing within group memory instead. Travel still happens, but movements become purposeful, not constant fleeing. Natural paths widen, connecting camps used year after year. These routes feel safe, familiar, and increasingly important for survival. Without realizing it, humans begin shaping the world around themselves. Life remains hard, but choices feel less desperate than before. Security allows curiosity, experimentation, and gradual innovation to flourish. The land is still powerful, yet humans learn to negotiate with it. This fragile balance prepares humanity for dramatic changes ahead. Before cities and roads, survival slowly transforms into structured living. Over generations, steady living changes how humans see time, planning far beyond tomorrow. Predictable survival allows thinking about growth, memory, and shared futures together. More children survive, increasing group size and complexity of daily coordination. Larger groups require clearer communication, reinforcing rules and shared expectations. Conflict still happens, but negotiation becomes preferable to constant risky fighting. Familiar routes now feel permanent, guiding movement between known seasonal places. These paths reduce uncertainty, slowly replacing fear with confidence in travel. Landmarks gain meaning, remembered through stories instead of simple direction finding. Human footprints accumulate, subtly reshaping soil, vegetation, and animal behavior. Animals adapt to avoiding camps and changing migration routes gradually. This pushes humans to adjust strategies, proving adaptation never truly ends. Knowledge becomes the strongest survival tool, outweighing strength or speed. Those who learn faster help groups thrive through unpredictable changes. The environment remains unforgiving, but humans grow skilled at reading it. Small innovations stack together, producing stability unknown to earlier generations. Longer stays encourage caring for specific places instead of constant movement. This care builds responsibility, connecting people emotionally to land they use. Such attachment lays foundations for future settlement and permanent structures. Yet life remains communal, dependent on sharing rather than ownership. Trust continues to decide survival just as much as food or shelter. Before cities and roads, humans survived through awareness, cooperation, and constant adaptation. Every step, choice, and risk shape the future we now inhabit. Modern life rests quietly on these invisible prehistoric decisions. Understanding this past reveals how deeply survival shaped human thinking. These stories remind us that progress began with simple choices made daily. If you want to keep exploring how early humans shaped our world, consider subscribing. This channel shares calm, evidence-based stories about humanity before modern civilization emerged. Your thoughts matter, so feel free to share insights or questions in the comments below.